fucking battling all the stereotypes. All right. I don't know who did the challenge. Who challenged who?
I think James challenged me, actually.
James, you issued the challenge to Mr. Gavin?
Well, actually, I actually just want to say before we get into it, if it's all right.
All right, yeah, here we go. Hold on, let him speak. He never gets to speak.
As someone who runs his own charity, where we raise funds to help physically disabled and obese people function into society.
Okay.
It's an absolute honour to be sharing the stage with Gavin tonight. But no, Seizure told us to do it.
Please take more time doing a joke.
Yes.
Please take more.
That's true. Yeah. James O'Connell also is a member of Parliament. Get the fuck over there, dude.
What? Yeah.
Gavin, you accept the challenge. Why'd you accept?
Well, this is like a genuine thing. So like, Seizure put up the roast battles recently, and James had a battle with Gani, and I'm in the background of that, and you can actually see me falling asleep in the battle. So I'm really interested to see if I won't fall asleep in this battle.
That's true. As you can see, Gavin's got clearly.
Look it up. It's at the 4-minute section. Like, it's actually true. I fell asleep while he was doing a roast. Yeah, I did.
Were you battling sleep apnea at the same time?
No, I've been battling that for a long time, buddy.
They don't know that's a really smart fat joke. All right, fair enough. Yeah. Anyways, Gavin, since you are the challenged, you get to choose first or last.
I'll let James go first. Why not?
All right, fair enough.
Thank you very much.
Okay, based on appearance, judges. I'm talking to you, crowd. Who do you think will win, Mr. Gavin? Or Mr. O'Connor? Yeah, it sounded like you were a sub, you weirdo. All right. Judges, who do you think is going to win, James or Gavin?
I mean, Gavin's my boy. Everybody knows that, of course. So I got the whole town advantage here with him. But James is a funny ass fucking rider. So this is probably the closest one tonight, I reckon, so far on paper. Like.
What? Make a choice. Who did you choose?
Well, I know. I'll choose at the end.
Choose now.
They specifically asked you to choose now. I just have a joke. Gavin, James works in a car park, and Gavin doesn't even know how to drive. I don't actually have a joke. I just wanted you guys to know that they're fucking losers, right? I think Gavin will win.
I think James is going to win.
Based on what? Based on what? Appearance? No. That's why he's going to lose. Gavin needs to win. No. Like, Gavin has a reason to be funny. James, you're handsome, kind of. No? James looks like you got through the auditions for Farmer Wants to Be a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife.
He actually did go on Farmer.
Did he do that?
Yeah, he was on Farmer Wants a
You
Wife.
look like the guy who would get through the auditions but then get kicked out of the show for a prior sex crime conviction. Is that what happened? That's what happened.
Okay. James, speechless for the first time ever. You guys ready for a roast? Are you guys ready for a roast? Battle! Gavin Scott, James O'Connell, let's roast!
Well, actually, despite what's just been... Is this working? Despite what's just been said about me, I actually want to stick up for Gavin, if that's all right. Like, thank you very much. Because, you know what happened is, like, when people found out that we had to do a roast battle, I had all these comedians come up to me and saying, you should talk about how Gavin's overweight, which I hadn't even noticed. And honestly, and people saying, oh, you should, and there's one comedian, Seizure, I think his name is, he was saying, you should do this joke about addressing the elephant in the room. And I would never do that. Firstly, it's a hacky joke. That's why I wouldn't do it. The second reason I wouldn't do that elephant joke is because like, elephants weigh up to 6 tons. Gavin's only, 200 kilos. Or whatever. And a lot of that's just water. So there's no need to panic at this stage. Thank you very much. Now, Gavin, teach me a lesson, would you?
Oh man, I don't know. James is like a good-looking dude who has the charisma that you can only learn from a self-help book, and he has the emotions of an AI that is only being given scenes of Mad Men and Entourage. The thing about the thing about James is he reminds me of like an alien that like found humans through 4chan. I don't know. I think James just looks like a cult leader for incels. That's all I'm trying to say.
You guys can just explain those jokes to me later, please. Now listen, I'm gonna keep. Honestly, like Gavin. Are you guys listening? Like Gavin's. Gavin's really not that big. That's what I'm trying to say. Gavin is not. He's not that big. Like, can I? Oh, like, listen. Put it this way. If I was on a safari in Africa, she's going to pay attention in 1 second, and if I looked over and Gavin was amongst a herd of elephants, I think to myself, that's actually quite a small elephant. It must be about 4 months old. But then the tour guide would inform me that Gavin isn't 4 months old. He's actually 28 years old. And that's when I start putting 2 and 2 together. And I think maybe Gavin isn't an elephant. Maybe he's just an extremely obese human being.
Oh, James.
Thank you very much.
Oh, James, so you to go for a surface level joke. Alright. James likes the Facebook marketplace because he thinks it's a great way to buy and sell secondhand women. James believes he has the God-given right to a woman. But the only thing God gave him was chlamydia. But I don't know, the thing with James is, like, we're similar in ways. Like, we've both been charged for possession. Like, in my case, I got charged for possession of drugs. But James got charged with possession of 7 Chinese hookers in his basement. I think, though, the reason why James considers women a possession is that because most of the women he's had sex with, he's had to buy and blow up. Yeah, that wasn't worth it.
I thought it was very much worth it.
Sure.
But listen, Gavin actually, I don't know if everyone knows this, but Gavin actually used to work as a bouncer years ago. That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, surprise, mate.
It's not a surprise.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, right, I think there's communication difficulties happening here, but...
Yeah,
but look, Gavin used to work as a bouncer. He actually, years ago, Gavin used to work as a security guard, but he gave it up to focus on eating full time. Look, they say, look, he's been on Centrelink payments for a long time. And he needs to get fucked, exactly right. But the thing is, and he's been on the dole for a long time. They say that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I think it might be true. I mean, Gavin isn't generating an income from eating, but he's certainly not working. And can I just say quickly, something else you may not know. Gavin, and this is why I would never make fun of Gavin's weight, because you guys don't realise Gavin's actually a bodybuilder. Oh, I mean, he's building it. I'm not sure about the material he's using, but he's certainly building it. And over to you, Gavin.
Oh, did you stop because you hit the word limit? Fucking hell. Do some fucking punchlines, cunt. Christ's sake. Yeah, James is the kind of person who became a comedian so he could tell women he's a comedian. I think I'll leave it there. Better than his fucking essays.
I mean, you try and defend Gavin. Is that working?
It's working, mate.
Tonight's really about Gavin, though, isn't it? But you know, honestly, like Gavin has a joke in his routine. I hope it's okay to talk about this.
No problems, mate.
Is he allowed to talk that much? So Gavin has a joke in his routine where he talks about it doesn't matter what sort of hairstyle he gets. He just looks like a different type of sexual predator. Thank you very much.
It's a lot funnier when I do it.
Well, actually, yeah. Thank you very much. And I think it is funny because when I think it to myself, I don't find it funny because I don't think he does look like a predator. Do you guys reckon? I don't think he does look like a predator. I mean, there was one time where he looked a little bit like a predator when he was fingering that small child, but apart from that, and even then, I was shocked. Oh, I said, Gavin, you look like a predator right now, mate.
What were you doing watching?
Jack.
He pays to watch.
I'll let Gavin tell you what I was doing.
Man, it takes one to look, no one can't, like. Just fucking hell, what else can I say other than that? James has like the vibe of a teenager going to his first formal and got a lot of bad advice from his older brother. I don't know, man. Like, you seem like the kind of guy that would ask if a basement's soundproof. Man, I don't know how to express this, but like, you seem like the kind of guy that would try pickup lines on a sex doll and still get told you're too creepy. Like, I don't know, like James seems like the kind of guy that has had to break up with a chick because he wanted to choke her. Kids. Go on, man. I don't have an essay.
How many lines have we got together? Last one?
Dude, I got so many.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
And I love to hear it after this as well. But okay, listen, we'll wrap it up. Like, speaking of kids, Gavin actually lives with his sister. Her kids. That's right, isn't it?
I use.
Sorry about that. I should have checked that. But anyway, he lives with his sister and her kids, and they're very. I mean, he used to, and then anyway, and they're very close. Him and his sister. And people say, and this is absolutely ridiculous. People say, this is ridiculous, I shouldn't even bring it up really, but people say that there's something going on between Gavin and his sister, right? And it's an absolutely disgusting rumour. Disgusting. Is it true? I'm not sure. None of my business. But look, I've never seen them do it. I've never seen them doing it. And actually, you know what I did see though one time? And this actually makes me think.
Get to the fucking joke.
And this actually makes me think that maybe there's nothing going on between Gavin and his sister, because one time I went over there, and I'm telling you right now, I saw his sister getting absolutely nailed by a 4-month-old African elephant.
If If you cut half the words out of that, would have been fucking great. Alright, last joke. Okay. Alright, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. James is trying to fuck this girl on the scene, and her name is Barbarella. Alright? And this is how I know. I was doing a gig for Barbarella, and James shows up out of nowhere. And I'm like, man, what are you doing here? You're not on the lineup. And he's like, I'm here to support the arts. So as a joke, I said to him, oh, you're trying to fuck Barbarella. And he got really red and flustered. So I guess that's less of a joke and more of a warning for Barbarella. You know, fucking watch those corners, buy your own drinks, and if you go to a park, have a witness.
Keep it going for Gavin and James, everybody. Yes. I was watching an episode of Neighbors. Why the fuck was that so long? Okay. Judges, what do you think after seeing two white dudes talk about rape for 3 hours?
As someone that identifies as being black, you can do that. 2021. So you're doing it. Light skin community. Actually, we're good friends. Let's say. I missed my fucking last train because of you, so I'm pissed off at that, really, to be honest. The camera fucking ran out of battery halfway through the first fucking joke. You killed it at first, Gav came back, fourth quarter fucking shit. And he's my boy, we fucking ran together, we're gonna die of diabetes together. We fucking got this. Gavin Scott wins, baby.
Yes, the two white guys with terrible hair like each other. All right, fair enough.
I identify as a white man. It's my time to speak. Finally, right? Shut up, the rest of you. I'm going to give it to the second whitest man, James O'Connell.
The mic's caught on your shoe there, Eric.
Yep. Very professional.
I don't know. You guys need to work on editing your jokes. I'm going to give it to Lachlan McAllister again.
Look, yeah, I agree with Steph, but I'm going to give it to Gavin just because I think, like, Armie Hammer's ex-girlfriends would have appreciated a heads up, right? And I feel like you giving Barbarella the fucking good word is a good community service thing beyond just our comedy. So, Gavin Scott.
Ultimately, you are the judges, so I'll put my hand over the contestants. You get to pick the winner. Is it James O'Connell? Woo, tough. Gavin Scott? Yeah! With the fourth quarter comeback, Gavin Scott is your winner of each other. Wow, that was riveting stuff. James, please stop using rupees. All right. Oh my God, that was vaguely disappointing. Anyways.